Next, let's talk about, in the OPC challenge, let's talk about the C, which stands for control. We want to help everybody understand we all have the option to control more of our income and more of our assets. But in reality, the banks and government control too much of it. So let's look at Joe and Mary's taxable assets. They have $5,000 sitting in a bank checking account. They have $10,000 sitting in a bank savings account. We circle both of those assets in green because that money is 100% available to them. If we look over at other assets, starting with the tax deferred, Mary has approximately $200,000 sitting in her state's teacher's pension plan. She has $40,000 sitting in a 403B tax shelter account, which is just really an IRA for teachers. Joe has $250,000 sitting in his 401k, and Joe has been sending a lot of money to Social Security over the years. We circle all of those accounts in red because Joe and Mary can't access any of that money in a favorable way. Now we go over and we look at the tax-free assets. The only tax-free assets that generally can be set up are a personal residence, a Roth IRA, and then also utilizing life insurance products. Now, Joe and Mary, they have a home that's valued at about $350,000. They owe $200,000, so that tells us they have $150,000 of equity. But at least at this moment, they really can't get to any of that money. If we look at Joe and Mary's gross income, there's $10,000 a month coming in. 36% of that goes someplace else. Where does it go? Some of it goes to the government for taxes, and some of it goes to government-created accounts. Then we look at their $6,400 a month that flows into their checking account. Well, $2,800 of that is flowing to 4 different financial institutions. That's 44% of their money. So 36% is going to the government or government-created accounts. 44% is flowing to the banks. If we look at their greatest asset, which we've established is their future and generational income, we know that right now 100% of it is just flowing through their checking account and being paid out, and they're making a 0% rate of return on it. So to summarize the whole thing, 98% of their assets are sitting in red circles. Just 2% are sitting in green circle assets. They're receiving a 0% rate of return on 100% of their net income. So, as we talk about with the control option mindset, we all have the option to control more of our income and more of our assets, but as you can see with Joe and Mary, the banks and the government are controlling way too much of it.